smashes. He knows how to play when it counts.
And he plays to the crowd as well. He's a great showman.
Oh, it's unbelievable. In terms of, you can talk with the guy anytime, night or day, and he's just so honest. He's so articulate. He's so present.
That was one of the quickest forehands we've seen this week, I think.
Against a serve that's iconic. The backhand serve from Dima dangles just a little bit, and with that room, Truls races down the line, short side of the table. He's one of the most unpredictable players in the game. Think like Truls, good luck. Don't get me wrong, the name of the book implies that after reading the book, you should be able to think more like Truls. And if you can, of course, you'll have much better percentages winning in the sport. But I say good luck because it's just so tough to do. That's true of anyone, I guess, who writes a book about something they've succeeded in. They've gotten to a level that everyone else just aspires to be. Mentally, Truls is so strong. Yeah, he emotes, he wears his heart on his sleeve, and he lets it out and he plays well.
And acknowledging the fortune there as he doubles his advantage over Ovcharov.
From 3-3 to 6-3, nice catch off the net. This net for net, but doesn't come down on the opponent's side of the table after Dima makes the last contact.
6-4.
Now, in terms of backhand to backhand, Dima has had one of the best backhands in the world for a while, and I think a lot of the world has forgotten about it because, one, the game has evolved, and two, well, it was 2018, he was world number one. 8 years ago, with the new ranking system, as we see Lars Hilshire there, former player, now coach for the German team, just rankings move so quickly.
And there's always a new cohort of talent coming through the ranks as well. So it's remarkable that he's still within that top 30.
Yeah, it's fascinating to see even Timo before retiring. He's pulling off some big wins. Team China knew they had to worry about him. Last few years of his career could take down the greats in the game. His receive game is so tough. Truls just takes everything off this, leaves it nice and shallow, high enough to tempt Dima to flick, low enough, spinny enough to keep it uncomfortable.
9-5.
And the simple serve works out as well. Truls extending back to a 4-point lead. Heavy underspin on that backhand, and the perfect lift. Two players that have played the Chinese Super League, which is currently not allowed for non-Chinese players. Focus time for Team China, after all. If you are training outsiders and the outsiders are starting to get a lot of good results against you, things need to change sometimes. Good placement there right into that middle of Dima. But it's Dima who's able to maneuver, cover the middle, and escape. 2 points in a row.
It's an unusual serve that he's got, Ovcharov.
He's got some iconic serves that he learned from his dad in Russia in the 80s. Wow. Back in the day, some of these serves, the tomahawk, the backhand.
Wow, this is a brilliant comeback from Ovcharov, and not what the crowd wants, certainly.
4 on the trot, and that backhand was the iconic backhand when Zhang Jike was in his prime, 2014. Dima would be the first to beat Zhang Jike at the World Championships, and he did it 3-0. And it wasn't a forehand thing. The backhand was quite starring. 9 points apiece here in the first.
9-10.
So a 0.1 on receive for Ovcharov, earns himself the game point here. Can he take this opener?
5 straight points and showing the versatility in the backhand. Lars doesn't normally look so evil.
11, 9.
Well, he
Game.
acknowledges the
Ovcharov.
fortune of Ovcharov, but I don't think he'll mind that too much. He takes the opener 11-9.
6 straight points to finish. From 3-3, he went down 3-6, was trailing maybe even 3-7, 5-9, and then he turned on the afterburners and never looked back. Game 1 to Dima.
Kann dann auf die Diagonalien richtig durchpeitschen, das war sehr, sehr gut. Deinen langen Aufschlag hat er beide Male gesehen, ja. Denn war auch nicht gut, genau, war auch nicht weit genug raus, aber er
Sidorenko in the US Smash semi-finals a couple of months ago. Match point, losing in straight games to Anton Schaber, the home player, who's had a busy day. Also had a win in the men's doubles alongside Christian Carlsen.
Second game.
Good day for him, good day for Sweden.
Level.
Hey!
Relaxed Darko Jorgic watching on.
Yeah, with this baby boy, with Alexei.
He safely sealed his place in round 2 so he can put his feet up this evening.
Level.
His wife, a former professional player as well, Lupulescu.
Long 1.
No pressure on Jorgic Jr. then.
2 long.
So it's a great start for Ovcharov, continuing that momentum from the opener. What's going on here for Moregard?
I'm still thinking about the pressure on Darko's kid.
Well,
I think in general, pros live a very, very unusual life.
expectation perhaps.
Let's put it this way. Table tennis is incredible to play and everyone should be playing it. To make a profession out of it takes a certain level of crazy. And Dima has won 8 of the last 8 points. Speaking of crazy. Ah, that's a way to break that stat. Okay, you had another question not related to Darko's kid. What was it?
You've completely thrown me off course now. It'll come back to me.
Mission accomplished. All right. Freedom to talk about anything we want.
Within reason.
1-4.
Well, back to this match here. Truls MOREGARD pressure, playing to the home crowd. This is a guy who's come back. I mean, Im Jong-hoon, quite famously in 2021 at the World Champs, the most starring at that point in his career. The racket that we see, that stop sign shape from Truls and his sponsor, that we see in the hands of many local players. Truls was one of 3 players in 2021 to use that racket, and he would go all the way to the final, and it would sell out for months. Best gamble Stiga ever took.
5-2.
Oh, is that round the table?
It was a beautiful top side spin shot right on the line. Truls changing it up on the chase here, just over the net post. Does not have to go over. It's still a very uncomfortable ball for the other side.
It really means business, Ovcharov. That momentum that saw him win the opener has continued into this second. And what is going on for Moregard? How can he establish himself now?
He's going to have to find, I'd say, elements in the receive game for one, but 2 a bit more surprise. Chop blocks are one of Truls' great strengths. The way Dima's coming at this, that's not a bad chop block. For Truls, I'd give that a 7 out of 10, but Truls' standards are higher than anybody's for chop blocks. So the reason I bring that up is chop blocks that come off the table that allow Dima the attack. I don't know how many times Truls will win points with that. If he can play it shorter, lower, get a passive ball back, then his follow-up attack is deadly.
He went on such a good run after winning the title here last year, heading over to Montpellier, took the champions title there as well. A decent couple of months, Moregard.
He felt unstoppable. We saw what he was capable of. I think Anton Schellberg There was a pretty big grudge match there. Wow, what
Gone.
a counter from the middle. A taller player like Dima would normally use the backhand to cover the elbow because it's just more efficient. Doesn't cost you as much time or positioning, but watch what Dima does here. Short stroke, little chicken wang, ain't no thing. Right back to the other side. Lars is so chill, the most polite, nice guy you'll ever meet, but these looks right now, I love it.
Quite menacing.
3, 10.
Wow. 7 game points.
This is crazy. I think we have to take a moment to acknowledge that in a best of 5, the defending champion, the only champion in men's singles the Europe Smash Sweden has ever had, is down 0-2, 1 game away from being eliminated in front of the home crowd that went absolutely ballistic last year. The reason it was immediately signed for another edition with Malta, his big brother, trainer, and coach on his bench. He has got a steep incline waiting in the next 3 games if he gets through game number 3. Wow, plot thickens. Stay right here to see what happens.
A must-win game number 3 awaits the defending champion. It was a comprehensive, one-sided win for Ovcharov in the second, 11-3. You mentioned, Adam, that Moregard thrives under the pressure. The biggest moments are when he comes to life. This is pressure now.
Level.
That's a wonderful receive. Chiseling takes it right off the bounce nice and early, and watch how deep this comes. With hardly any motion, still sends it baseline. Who would have predicted that's where the ball would go off that touch?
1 all.
We haven't seen so much of the flamboyant swashbuckling table tennis we associate with Moregard yet. He hasn't been allowed to get in full flow, has he?
Yeah, the pirate stuff hasn't come out so much.
1, 2.
Could barely get the word out, but
No, I
knew what
love it.
meant.
When I finally heard it, it just, it tickled me inside. Truls here, swashbuckling, wow.
3, 1.
And he's
Time
taking
out.
a break here to walk the plank. Gonna have a little talk with the parrot on the shoulder here.
Continuing the analogy, I like it.
Kändes som ett helt rätt beslut. Det var bara synd som vanligt.
Men det blir ju kvar där. Det är jävligt bra. Försöker att det står
Jag är så nervös att jag slår upp i benen så det är...
Top seed jogs back to the table after the timeout. Will it have done the trick? What is going wrong for Moregard? Or is it a case of Ovcharov just doing everything right?
Again, they're not mutually exclusive. I tend to shine the light on the player winning.
4,
I think Dima has every reason to be motivated. If you think about his head-to-head with Ma Long, it's the type of thing that would keep him up at night for years.
1, 5.
Having 2 match points in Norway at the end of 2024 and not on his 20th attempt being able to beat Ma Long. Now, he's never beaten Truls on the international scene. He's got 75% of the last 32 points, but he's 0-3 And it's been since, well, the Olympic Games in Paris that he went to a decider. In terms of motivation, you beat the top seed, you are the top seed in terms of the draw. You take over the best draw there is. Hypothetically, there's obviously some element of random in it. But yeah, Dima's unpredictable. He's taking advantage. He's getting aggressive whenever he can. And he's using spin as much as he needs to make it uncomfortable. His attacks aren't just full power. They're placement. They're what's the most uncomfortable shot for my opponent right now. Sometimes taking the initiative is so important, because when someone's been as consistent as Dima has been in the counters and the open rallies, that's one of the things Dima's best at. Even a step or two behind the table, his backhand is dangerous. And serve success, look at this. 3/5 for Dima, more than twice the success of his opponent.
This is much better, though, much more positive from the top seed here. And it's the Ovcharov timeout that quickly follows Moregard's.
This is a sign of respect. It's a conservative timeout. This is a timeout that says, I know my opponent is capable of quickly coming back.
Dann kommt oft dieser Heber oder nur so ein schneller Schnups und dann gehst du drauf. Jetzt noch einmal Seite unter den Rückhand. Okay. Ja. Nochmal Seite unter den Rückhand. Schaut mal, okay, wenn ich den Rückhand... Okay, dann mach den, okay, genau, ja. Nur im Kopf behalten ist es später. Irgendwann hast du die Variante, weil da hat der Aufschlag Fehler gemacht. Aber genau, Aufschlag ist auch gut in Vorhand, ja. Ganz früh ran, zack, schubst den Rückhand und dann setzt du nach. Kann man genau. Alle.
So 3 points separating this pair. Ovcharov coming fresh off his timeout with the serve. Big step around to the forehand was impressive.
Very. The quality he had on that shot was a player who knew that he had the length of the table to work with. The ball arced up quite a bit, but right after the bounce, it took a nice low trajectory.
Moregard still within touching distance, though.
You know when people say don't look down? The idea is focus on what's in front of you. It's easier said than done, but if you start to look at the big picture, the scoreboard, and think about the what-ifs, suddenly you're less focused on that. How do I win the point at hand? Truls can't change this last point, but he can focus on winning the next one. And out of the second towel break, Dima, out of his timeout, is 4 points ahead of the defending champion in the top seed, a player he's never beaten before, not on the international stage.
This is such a high-quality matchup, though, for a round one. This would be worthy of a draw much later on in the tournament.
Just case in point about the randomness of the draw. Round of 64 to Grand Smash. To even be in the main draw, you have to be so good. We're pretty lucky.
Moregard brings himself to within 2. I wonder whether you'll see a sort of attitude shift, because he's so expressive, as you said earlier. Really shows his emotions. We know exactly what he's feeling.
I have 2 guesses for when we might see that, but it won't be until he's either in the lead or he's crossed the line in this game. He's getting closer. 3 points on the trot. No timeouts left. The lifelines have been pulled. The parachutes have been cut at all strings.
So there we go. That's the moment.
Well, not yet. If he gets one more, That's one time I could imagine. If he takes this game, that's another time I can imagine. But he's been quite calm so far, guarded optimism, knowing the job is far from done.
So this scream of despair, Ovcharov with another serve to earn himself match points here.
That was a big escape. Breaking momentum is not easy when you feel like you're in a bit of a slump sometimes. After all, Dima called the timeout, was up 8-4 and then 8-8.
It's match points. This to knock out the defending champion and top seed in round one in straight games.
This is the most packed the Nordic Arena has been since day one started. He's the star. Truls brings the fans to the yard. And it is boiling hot water right now below the feet in the Nordic Arena.
It's Ovcharov in straight games, the defending champion out in round one. Ovcharov causing the biggest upset of the week. The Nordic Arena shell-shocked. MOREGARD, no title back-to-back. The defense is over.
It's crazy to me because you have to imagine that whatever's going on inside Truls right now emotionally, he was still classy, gave a pat on the back, said good game, a head nod, held the racket. Wow. With family and the whole home crowd here, this is tough. This is really tough. World number 2 is probably going to need a few minutes on his own, at least. Family is incredible. He said it was so easy to breathe last year. It's not always peaches and cream. But Dimitrij Ovcharov, with a massive victory, has just taken over. The defending champ, the top seeds draw. And as you called it, the biggest upset so far. And, well, who knows? You might not see a bigger upset the rest of this event.
Yeah, that is a devastating blow for the